It's so funny. So this week, Ryan's been kind of quiet-ish on TikTok. But I did pull a couple of tweets for because he's still completely delulu. Um, Randy Orton. Randy Orton was out for 18 months and had spinal fusion surgery twice. Okay, came back 18 months. Awesome. Tweet from Ryback. He quote tweeted somebody asking, "What is it that you are waiting to be cleared of? Have an estimate date of returning?" Because he keeps saying he's coming back. Okay. I needed a shoulder replacement surgery at 34. I've worked nonstop for 7.5+ years to get my shoulder pain-free, full strength, and zero limitations via stem cells and endless scar tissue work and manipulation. A lot of marks refuse to accept or understand this, but I'm going to do the impossible. I had 5 discs in back, I think he meant in my back, fully regrown, and 19 total stem cell procedures, along with 2 shoulder surgeries early on to get myself to where I am. The story will be told and understood on a large platform in due time. Do we actually think Ryback has a hurt shoulder?
No.
No.
None whatsoever. None whatsoever.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think people don't want to sign him, and he's using his at one time possibly hurt shoulder as an excuse still to further getting away from, hey, why haven't you gone so-and-so or tried to go so-and-so? He wants to lay on his shoulder and go, well, my shoulder's not full. You're not that good in the ring, pal. You're not good on the mic. Get over yourself.
Right. He replied to another fan that said, and yet, no, I don't know what the original tweet was, but the fan said, and yet, no one wants you, sad, to which Ryback said, Danny, I'm not even cleared to wrestle and haven't been for years. I'm the first person whom will ever come back from two career-ending injuries. Sit back and enjoy the story play out and shut the fuck up.
There's no story.
I think this guy's mentally incapable of coming back to wrestling.
No, I don't disagree. People are also saying that, tweeting him saying that CM Punk versus Ryback in the main event of WrestleMania, like that's what they want to see. Ryback says, "You couldn't pay me enough to go back to Shawshank. I'm free, happy, and making more money than ever, and once cleared, will have my sights on much more relevant opponent." But yet Punk lives rent-free in his head.
Hold on. Punk is one of the most talked about people right now in wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is more relevant?
One year ago today was the dog collar match between FTR and the Briscoe brothers.
That's
Not relevant to Ryback at all, but I just saw that was a year ago today. What did they call it? What did Legion of Doom call their finisher, where he put him on his shoulders and knocked him off? I can't remember.
Oh, son of a bitch.
They did it to Jay with the chain. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Ryback's an idiot.
Like the electric chair or something.
Last thing for him, because he's a crybaby about people saying mean things about him. Never let yourself get worked up over a work that turned into a shoot, but is always a work. I was many of yours favorite at one point and will be once again in due time. I've been blessed and protected my whole life and will continue to be. Some have let lies and media manipulation alter your views to pure hatred and negativity against the guy you once loved. Your hungry hero shall rise again, and the truth will always win, always. Now tell me how this video makes you feel, blah, blah, blah. It's a video of him beating the shit out of Punk because, Punk lives rent free in his fucking head. So.
I think that Ryback has reached a point where he's fighting for legitimacy in a business that doesn't want anything to do with it.
What are the chances that Ryback has CTE?
I would say there's a good chance that might be the case.
Can
And
I say
that
the D word?
Huh?
Can I say the D word?
What word?
I can't say it if you can't let me give me permission.
I can't think of a bad D word.
With a D.
Dumb?
Yes. Can I say that?
Well, you can call him dumb.
Okay, I just think he's dumb.
Oh yeah, he's dumb as shit.
But he's very erratic. Like I don't know. I don't know.
This guy's an idiot. We're talking about the same guy who was doing a battle with Elmo and arguing with him on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Elmo guy though.
Yeah.
But let's all put it in perspective here. I want to know y'all's reactions. We're for going to the Rumble. What if Ryback comes out during the Rumble? And all four of us are sitting here like idiots, like, oh man, we were just talking shit about this guy 2 days ago.
WWE wouldn't have him back. I can promise you that.
I agree.
Ryback shows up at the Royal Rumble. I'm not going to say anything because if I do, he'll show up.
No, he won't. There's not a chance in hell.
All right, so hear me out. We were just talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
This may be way past, I maybe overthought about this, but so TNA does this TNA Plus thing.
Mm-hmm.
They partner with Endeavor. Ryback suddenly is cleared off of his fake injury, signs with TNA, and now, since they are paired together, he can technically use the Rumble, right?
No, what you're forgetting, Endeavor. Yeah, you're reaching like really.
That's a reach, Tommy. That's a
Endeavor
reach. I'm
has-
stretched for that reach.
Endeavor has the streaming rights to TNA Impact.
They don't have access to their
working
talent.
rights with them.
You're so fucking smart, Bo.
Thank you.
Look, I was,
You're reaching.
Tommy's trying to reach over the intercoastal.
Also, if Impact or some of these other companies were going to sign Ryback, they would have done it a long time ago.
Yeah.
He did not leave because of injury, right? He was released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would also like to point out, what did the tweet say? Like he's been working nonstop since whatever.
For 7.5 years.
He hasn't worked a match since 2017, I'm pretty sure. 2018, 825, he beat Dylan Bostic at Northeast Wrestling Under the Star 7. Yeah.
He did a bunch of indie work.
He did, let's see, since he left WWE in 2016.
He's wrestled with Elmo.
He's worked less than 100 matches since 2016. 68, 20, and 14. 68 and 16, 20 and 17, 14 and 18, and hasn't worked since.
But this injury has been 7.5 years.
Yeah.
Well, even if you take that 7.5 years and you go back, that would put us at 2015 and a half, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that means he worked the last 4 years of his career with injury, like a major enough injury that he had to have 18 stem cell treatments or whatever he said on. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm barely a journalist, and I'm a chef by trade. Like, I don't think that's real.
No. It's
just
because
saying
no one wants it.
I just don't think it's real. Gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
it's the easiest 90 minutes of the week. Almost as easy as nerdy news. Tommy, plug yourself so
All
we
right.
can do the thing.
Ooh, I like the thing. All right, so I pondered on the idea lately that I'm going to start doing a day in the life of a strip club DJ. So you can find everything about that. I'm going to start posting on my Instagram at I'm Not Tommy1422 or my Twitter at CountrySwag14. I'm trying to get it out there. I might need ideas from people. But yeah, that's where you can find me. You can find me Saturday nights on Boyfriend Time with Jax and Self Bet. And every once in a while right here on River City Radio.
Big Bo, tell everybody what you got going on.
You find me here every Sunday for Botch and Chair Shots. Every Tuesday for Nerdy News at 4:20, where we do the damn thing. Every Wednesday, we have changed it, over on the Wolfpack Podcast Twitch for the Wolfpack. Sundays or Saturdays for Boyfriend Time. Tuesdays for NXT on Tap. And coming up in about 10 minutes, you can find me over on Off the Top for a special NXT on Tap.
Can't wait for that. I've got some tons of stuff to say about Deadline. Tommy, if you need any help with your show, bud, I love the idea of what you're doing. So let me know what you need. If you need any help with graphics or anything like that, I'm here for it. Bo, I'll see you in the chat. Al, what you got going on?
My Jey Uso is on the way. So once that comes, like I said, we will be starting up Heel Support Group. Again, on Tuesday, we shall be starting our yearly tradition of the 12 days of WrestleMus. So be on the lookout for that. That will be posted on my TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at JustAGirl918. Year one was Vince McMahon was giving us presents on WrestleMus. Last year was Triple H, and this year it's gonna be Endeavor. So be on the lookout for this year's WrestleMus and follow me on the places and the things.
The WrestleMus, you heard that right, Sean. They're great, killer videos. Before I plug, I have to have a very unfortunate conversation with everybody. I don't usually do this kind of stuff. On was it Friday night?
Friday night.
On Friday night, my grandmother's house burned to the ground. I'm putting the GoFundMe link in the chat now. Anybody who can, feel free to donate. Anybody who wants to donate, please do. It was a complete and total loss. They lost everything in the house. It was my grandmother, my uncle, and my cousin Katie who lived there. Katie Van Zant is my cousin. She will be the beneficiary. So any money that you donate will go directly to her. It won't be coming to Botch Spots and Share Shots or me or Al. You can also plug. You could send tips to us if you want to do that versus going into the GoFundMe. We will make sure those funds are allocated over to who needs it. So there's that. I will post the thing out on Twitter and stuff after the show. Get my train of thought back. Discord. If you're one of the Discord people, you want to join the chat, you can join. The hosts and the producers of Rivet City Radio and Off the Top Media there. Click the link in the description. Same thing with merch, angrylemonade.com, Botch Bots and Chair Shots for right now. If you're interested in getting some of that sweet Botch Bots and Chair Shots merch, the patreon.com/Rivet City Radio is the lifeblood of the network. It's less than a cup of coffee. It's $5 a month. You get some access to the Hill Support Group with Max and Colby. You get my GM mode with Scowls and Jamie when they get that back up. We're going to get the power rankings back out and some of my writing back going in 2024. So the Patreon is where it's at. You can also donate directly to us through PayPal at BotchSpots. But that Jeff Bezos money, it's important. Use your Amazon Prime. It's free. You can give it to us, give it to Creation World, give it to the Wolfpack Podcast, give it to anybody as long as Jeff Bezos doesn't get it. Thank you, Sean. Love you guys. That's it. Anything for the class before I do the thing?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to raid. I got to set that up. We're going to raid.
Why
over off
would
the
you
top.
do that?
Just to fuck with you, Tommy. 3, 2, raid off the top. Start raid. They're live. 3, they're starting the raid. Finish. Give me the button. I'm just waiting so I can click it, and then I'm going to do the thing, and we're leaving. Ready, set, raid. Now, as we close another episode of Watch, Pause, and Share Shots, take a minute. Thank you for listening. Remind you to go wherever you do anything on the internet. Like, follow, subscribe, unsubscribe, then subscribe again. Leave a comment telling me how great I am or that Tommy likes fucking cowboy boots. Either way, it helps the algorithm. It helps find new listeners. If you're feeling really generous to be one of the VIP people, head over to patreon.com and donate to the Rivet City Radio Podcast Network. You get some fantastic swag. We get some fantastic guests. It's a win-win for everybody's favorite Ginger Ninja Jaxpo, for everybody's favorite STDJ, and for the boss bitch Al. I am the Will Gray. Thanks for stopping by and listening, my people.
Bye-bye.
See y'all in a minute.